excited to drive now.
We are racing for the planet and racing with a purpose. Season 3 of Extreme E is here as we welcome new drivers, a certain superstar DJ's team, and a fresh, exciting sporting format that will see double the action. Our electric odyssey starts here on the shores of the Red Sea in Saudi Arabia as the fight for the Desert X Prix is about to begin. Our season opener is in the region of Neom, where the environmentally progressive city, The Line, will be built. We are racing where the desert meets the sea. Every round, Extreme E shines a light on environmental issues and promotes legacy programs. Here we are looking into biodiversity, rewilding, and the part hydrogen energy will play in a net zero world. This is our Extreme E paddock. We have 10 teams, 20 drivers, 1 male and 1 female driver per team. Yes, in Extreme E, we have gender parity. That means equal opportunity behind the wheel of the Odyssey 21, and that means equal speed. After 2 seasons, we are now seeing true parity on the timing sheets as well. This paddock is full of motorsport royalty, and we have a new team entering the fold this season. DJ Carl Cox enters his team, and I'm joined now by one of their drivers, Christine GZ, no stranger to the Extreme E paddock, but now out here with DJ Carl Cox Motorsport. How are you feeling ahead of this season?
I'm really excited, actually. Super happy to be here with a new team. The guys are amazing. We just met the whole technical team. Timo, my teammate, it's insane. He's really, really helpful, so I'm so happy to be back.
And what an honour as well, you know, driving for Carl Cox Motorsport.
Yeah, definitely wasn't expecting that. So when I received the call, I was like, sure, let's talk about it.
How much pace are we going to see from you this season?
Well, let's see. I'm kind of still getting back from the last year, but I think that it's a really nice track, and you know, we're all here to enjoy, so I think it will go really good.
Brilliant stuff. We're excited to see you and teammate Timo Scheider out there as well. DJ Carl Cox will be over in Australia strategising from afar for this opening round. Best of luck to you. Well, we're now in season 3. We've had 2 seasons already. Let's take a look at the story so far in Extreme E.
2 years ago, a new kind of racing was born.
Welcome to the Santa Elena. Welcome to the biggest adventure of our time.
A revolution in speed and sustainability.
Wouldn't it be great to be a part of something that really does make a difference?
A showcase of technology and innovation. Extreme E.
No lifting! Oh, he hit her!
Oh, look at that! An all-electric off-road racing series travelling to the most remote corners of the planet to highlight the effects of climate change. In season 1 and 2, the series visited 7 different locations around the world, starting in Alula, Saudi Arabia.
Christopherson goes out wide, now he's going to make the cut back and try and carry the speed through the corner. He kicks the car up really high.
The race was won by Rosberg X Racing, a team led by 2016 Formula 1 world champion Nico Rosberg. The championship in season 1 went down to the wire as RXR battled Lewis Hamilton's team X44 throughout. After 4 dramatic rounds, it came down to the final race of the season.
3 laps to decide our champions.
Incredibly, Rosberg X Racing took the title by the tightest of margins, with a tie-break having finished the season on the same championship points as X44. As season 2 got underway, RXR continued their winning ways, dominating at the opening Desert X Prix.
Johan Christopherson, the reigning champion, crosses the line to take the win in round 1.
Round 3 in Sardinia saw Johan's new teammate for season 2 also delivering the goods.
Michaela Arlen Kotlinski at the wheel, past Jutta Klein-Smith, just into the water splash, and RXR take the win in round 3.
But in round 4 in Chile, X44 were determined to fight back.
Wow, X44 muscle their way through. Look at them go almost over at the same time.
They took their first win of the season to leave them within touching distance of the title as we headed to the final round in Uruguay.
And look at those 2 title rivals going together all the way. It's RXR versus X44.
Sebastian Loeb fires up the inside.
X44 have won this championship.
A title each for Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton's teams in the first 2 seasons. Can one of them make it too? Or will there be a new name in the Extreme E history books as the new championship fight gets underway?
So it's Rosberg X Racing 1, X44 1. Nico Rosberg versus Lewis Hamilton. That's a story we know all too well, isn't it? We've also got another world champion by the name of Jenson Button, who owns JBXE. We've also got the stuff of motorsport legend, true heritage as well. Chip Ganassi, McLaren, names you will know. And Andretti, that big American outfit, who've done just about everything and won a fair bit as well. I'm joined by 2 of their drivers here, Timmy Hansen and Katie Munnings, the longest standing, most established team now on the grid. Season 3 is here. Timmy, I think we'll give you a trophy. We'll rustle something up from somewhere. Guys, here we are, standing at the very start of Season 3. Sum up the emotion.
It feels great to be back, and as you say, we're continuing to build on the experience we got in the team. Actually, everyone in here is the same as since we started this journey. So yeah, we've got a good crew together, and we've learned so much over these first 2 years. But now Season 3 is starting, and we're just here on the beach in Saudi Arabia, and it couldn't be better.
You've got a win under your belts. You've got podiums as well. What about this season? Can we see you stepping onto that top step once again?
Yes, I think it's long overdue now. We've had some great pace in the last few races, and we just need to put it all together now to be able to get a win. But I think everybody in the team deserves it. Everyone works so hard, and I think we're both feeling good. So I think this could be our season, hopefully.
Hopefully, indeed. Who are the ones to watch? Who are the teams to beat?
Oh, wow, that's actually a very difficult question because the level of drivers in this championship is absolutely world class. So it's going to be interesting to see what people have done over the winter break and what we've learned from this long break. And right now we're in practice day, so this is kind of when you have to show your cards and show what you've been working on. But yeah, I mean, tomorrow we go into qualifying, and that's all racing now, so that's a big difference actually, and gonna be much more exciting. I love that actually.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a brand new format. It's a double header, so you've got a chance on both days. How excited are you for that?
Yeah, I mean, it's double the amount of competition for us, which is so important. It also gives the fans more access to the races. It's really strange not having a timed qualifying now, and to think that you're always in a lineup against other drivers from the free practice day is quite different. I guess different strategy needs to be had and different techniques, but I'm sure after the first couple of races we'll have all figured out how to make it work.
Absolutely. Best of luck to you guys, both here in the Desert X Prix and in the season looking ahead as well. Thanks, Timmy. Thank you, Katie. Well, from legends of motorsport to a legend in the commentary box, Jenny Gao sadly suffered a stroke in the winter, and while she won't be in the commentary box for this Desert X Prix, we know she will be watching. And Jenny, we are very much thinking of you and missing you, as I'm sure our longtime commentator Andrew Coley is as well. And we give a big warm welcome to Nikki Shields.
Yep, thank you, Laura. Sending much love to Jenny Gao. We all know that Jenny's working super hard on getting back into the commentary box, and we're looking forward to welcoming her back as soon as possible. In the meantime, I am trying to turn Nikki Shields to the dark side of proper motorsport.
Just want to keep her seat warm.
Yeah, exactly. And so this is a first look at this brilliant track here in Saudi Arabia. For the first time along the beach, got serious vibes from Season 1 and Senegal. It is just epic. Nikki, you're seeing this track for the first time. It's a bit different, isn't it?
It's absolutely stunning, and I'm very envious that we're not there. We're sitting in a rather lovely air-conditioned commentary box, though, so I'm not complaining too much. And there we have it, 5-time FIA World Rallycross champion Johan Kristoffersson taking it away on this track for the first time ahead of the Season 3. It's going to be an absolutely epic journey, epic adventure that lies ahead. He's obviously partnering with Michaela Arlen Kotolinski. Now, these two are kind of looking for a bit of redemption because they missed out on the championship title last season, but of course they are the 2021 Extreme E champion. Yeah, it was so close for them, it really was. These two, so close to decent results last year, but it just didn't quite come together. Timmy Hansen and Katie Munnings, they're the only lineup that's remained unchanged right since the very first event 2 years ago. New team name, this is an interesting one. It is Andretti Altekilit, if you're wondering how to say it. It's fantastic pronunciation. So Andretti Altekilit looking for good results. I think we're going to see them back up there again. Munnings looking super strong. They were very, very quick in their sessions as well. P2 in both sessions of free practice.
And it was great to hear from them earlier. You know, Katie Munnings, she's such a positive driver. She always brings this
brilliant attitude, and the progress that we've seen from her since she started in XC is truly phenomenal. So I feel like I've got good vibes. This season could be the season for her. Particularly good pairing between her and Timmy Johnson.
So JBXE, we've got a rookie. Not really fair to call an XF1 driver a rookie, but Heikki Kovalainen, great history in Formula One. He took a win there. He then moved on, in fact, to Japanese GT and finally into rallying a couple of years ago. Made his WRC debut last year in a WRC2 car. So I think people associate him with Formula One, but he's certainly no novice when it comes to these conditions, and he's teaming up with Hedda Hozas.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Hedda obviously got that opportunity when GZ had that crash in Saudi Arabia last year and unfortunately broke her ankle. So it gave Hedda the opportunity to showcase what she could do for JBXE. Now we're on to the McLaren guys. McLaren XE with Tanner Faust and Emma Gilmore. Emma, the first woman to win and to race for McLaren in their entire history. I mean, what an amazing achievement that is. But yeah, again, they're back for some more.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. As you say, first female driver. We had a first female driver for Chip Ganassi Racing last year with Sarah Price too. You saw Emma Gilmore there, all locked up coming into the switch zone. That wasn't going to be their only problem actually in the switch zone in free practice too. Tanner Faust was out there and he went the wrong way. So they actually got a DNF, but they did not finish really, just went the wrong way.
Hate it when that happens. Also, let's not forget Neon McLaren. This is kind of a home race for them.
Yes.
So this is a big one. They're going to have lots of eyes, lots of people watching.
That is a very, very good point. So, yeah, hopefully not watching too carefully as it, as I say, didn't go quite according to plan at the end of FP2. No problems, but if you're wondering why they weren't on the timesheets, that was why.
Yeah, it's absolutely critical. Not much time to run before we head into qualifying in the race tomorrow. So absolutely every lap really counts in these practice sessions. So here we are on board with number 99 GMC Hummer EV Chip Ganassi Racing. Just rolls off the tongue, that name. RJ Anderson and Amanda Sorensen. Amanda being a rookie driver this year, as you mentioned, the second female driver to race for Chip Ganassi.
Yeah, that was after Sarah Price last year, and of course Carla Duke. There is RJ Anderson, who's taking over duties at the wheel, pushing hard. They both got experience off-road, particularly RJ Anderson. Tons and tons of results, 2 times winner of the Baja 1000. So yeah, Sorensen as well has won a UTV off-road championship in the States, expecting them to challenge towards the top of the timesheet. It's going to be super close this year.
Now, one team who made their debut last season in season 2 of Extreme E is McLaren, Neon McLaren XE. Tanner Faust joins me now. What is your mindset coming into season 3, Tanner?
Well, I mean, it's nice to have a season under our belts, learn a lot about the Odyssey, a lot of experience with the team. You know, they're very small teams. We have a very small footprint here, of course, with Extreme E, so we all get to know each other very well over a year. But it's a completely different environment being near the beach, and there are some more expectations back at McLaren. So the pressure is on for season 2. We feel it, we like it, and the track is a lot of fun, so we're ready to push.
And this somewhat a home race for you guys, obviously, with the title sponsor Neon.
Yeah, that has been cool. We've been we spent a few days looking at the end of the line, you know, the city of the line, and all the things that that Neon are doing, which is staggering. The more I learn, the more I'm impressed. So it's been a great week.
So more pressure on you this season. Let's see if you can get another podium. Thank you very much indeed, Tanner. Well, from one team to another, let's meet Veloce. One of the teams which have been involved in Extreme E since the very first race is Veloce Racing. Developed as an esports company, this racing team is the first of its kind in the industry.
Veloce started back end of 2017, beginning of 2018. Formula One had just gone under a change of ownership, renewed focus on digital audiences and a younger demographic. And we saw a Formula One esports event, all these young drivers taking part from all around the world, qualified through the internet, and we looked at who signed them, who had the rights to them, who was representing these drivers, and the answer was nobody. So we got underway with signing all of these talents, and it was a great business, but we couldn't scale it. Fast forward to who and what we are now. Extreme E first came onto our radar actually through being involved in the sport. Jean-Eric Verne is a good mate of mine. We were teammates in Formula 3. We actually were flatmates for a while, and he's a shareholder in the business. We were sat in Monza together with Dan at the Formula 1 Grand Prix, and I think that week Extreme E had been announced. We loved the project. We loved what it stood for, all of its core values. I mean, it's Planet Earth meets America's Cup meets, I mean, it's nothing like this has ever been done before. So we were like, we've got to do this. We've got to find a way to do it, and we did.
It was straight away something that I wanted to be a part of. Very quickly I realized that I could not be a driver because this different set of skills that I don't have. To have something also in the real world of sports was important for Veloce, and what better championship than X Prix, so it came pretty naturally to form the team together.
Our ambition is always to have real-life racing teams and real-life sporting assets. We are a sports and media organisation. Felt like a perfect fit, Extreme E, for us. You know, from the beginning, everything the series stands for, we stand for as an organisation. Quality in sport, men and women together, equal amount of running, equally as important to the end result in the race, which was great. It made a lot of sense to come on board.
So Veloce Racing operates and was built really a little bit unconventionally from a racing team perspective. We were and still are an esports and gaming business. So to build out our racing side, we had to really invest in that expertise. And having Kevin and Molly, we've really sort of slowly taken steps to move in the right direction to help us really spearhead our charge.
Veloce is a fantastic company, and it's so different to any other motorsport team that I worked with in the past. This company has really pioneered in motorsport. Coming from the esport background, I think you can get a lot of knowledge on how to manage a race team and what you need to do to perform, because the esport world is so competitive, and there's anyone can do it.
We're very much looking forward to season 3 of Extreme E. We're going to continue to evolve, we're going to continue to disrupt, and I think that will be more evident than ever.
We want to be that future-facing sports and media entertainment organisation. We want to be influenced by our fans and integrate the community into all and everything that we do and give them as much control as we can. And I think no other sports or media organisation in the world has that ambition. We're certainly not done yet. We are really at the beginning, and we've got a long way to go.
Oh, it's good to be back, isn't it? Season 3 is well and truly upon us. Now, behind me here, we have the hydrogen fuel cell system provided by Anoa. This hydrogen power not only recharges the car batteries, but is also powering the event site as well. The only waste product of this is water. That very same water was used to clean it. It's amazing, isn't it? We are about to see cars back out on track very soon. Just a reminder, grid play is open. You can now vote for your favourite team and have an influence of that grid in the grand final. Let's join Nikki and Andrew back in commentary.
So second half of FP2 out on track, first of all, was Acciona Sainz. Laia Sanz at the wheel, but she won't be handing over to Carlos Sainz because Carlos Sainz injured his back on the Dakar Rally. Now, he races for Audi on the Dakar Rally, and his teammate is Matthias Ekstrom, who has thankfully agreed to step in, and Ekstrom has got serious pedigree, so I think it'll be a great team pair.
Absolutely, the 2016 World Rallycross champion and double DTM champion, Matthias Ekstrom, as you said, has the perfect pedigree to be stepping into the driver's seat here in XC. And alongside him, Laia Sanz, who just has so much experience on the rally scene and also with bikes as well. I think what we've seen from her in this championship so far has been so impressive. So these two together are a proper strong pairing. Now, Abs at Cupra XE are back for some more action, fighting with the sand there. Just love this track and that view coming down with the ocean on your left, the sand on your right. Absolutely beautiful. I can see ourselves sunning ourselves on the left just there.
That would be nice. That would be really nice. No time to sun themselves for the drivers. Nasser Al-Attiyah, of course, 5 times the winner of the Dakar, and then Clara Anderson, who stepped in last year and has made a brilliant job of having to come in last minute for injured Jutta Kleinschmidt.
Absolutely. I mean, her season 2 results were absolutely phenomenal. P3 on a debut performance, and then in last race she was P1. So obviously Ab Cupra had to snap her up, and a good job for them to do that.
Yeah, amazing to see. Very similar livery to the Formula E car as well, I believe, Nikki.
It is indeed. I must say there are quite a few similarities here. I'm not going to lie, it's very helpful.
Here's a new team for you then. This is an awesome one. Carl Cox Motorsport. Oh, yes, oh, yes. This man's had teams on the Isle of Man TT. He's got a sidecar racing teams. He's a petrol head through and through. No petrol here, of course, with electric power for the Odyssey 21, but he is so excited to be here.
Yeah, what a brand new pairing. Timo Schneider and Christine GZ. I mean, Timo, he's a double DTM champion, so much experience. He's been part of the XC Championship from the start, and it's great to see Christine back after some injury, you know, when she had that broken ankle last season. So together, yeah, they're going to be a good, strong pairing, and I'm just excited about the after party, because Carl Cox better bring something to this.
Yeah, he certainly had. He does a beach party, actually, quite near where I live. I'll be tapping you up for that, Carl. So this is Veloce. Now, Veloce, they snapped up this driver pairing at the end of last season. Kevin Hansen and Molly Tucker. Taylor. Molly was the champion with RXR in 2021, and I think a lot of people were quite surprised to see her replay. She disappeared and came back with various outings last year. They were very strong, and I'm expecting big things from them. We've just seen a little look behind the scenes with the team. Weapons, and in fact in this second FP2 Veloce were fastest, so they're right back up there in terms of pace.
Oh, that's brilliant, because I think they will be looking for some improvement on their performance from last season. And I love that Veloce Racing has basically come out of the new growth around esports. You know, that was a big thing, particularly when we were in lockdown. A huge amount of investment went into that, and not only do they have this incredible esports team, but they now have this Extreme E team as well.
Great stuff from them. Up and over the jump at the finish line, kicking up the sand, expecting the visibility to be better than it was last year. The sand just drops a bit quicker, and we've got good wind as well. Now on to the champions, X44 Vida Carbon Racing. Cristina Gutierrez is in the car still, but Sebastian Loeb has been replaced by Jamaican driver Fraser McConnell.
Yeah, I mean, Cristina Gutierrez, again, what an incredible pedigree. Season 2 champion there. Back for some more action with Fraser McConnell, who is going to be looking to get as much experience in the car as possible. It's absolutely critical. Such a limited amount of running time in these practice sessions before they go into quali, and they've got a lot to learn. You know, there's not one straight driver line. They've got to decide which line they're going to take, get to understand the lay of the land, and get to grips with the car as well.
So indeed, Fraser McConnell and Cristina Gutierrez shown as a DNF. They did not finish their first attempt at practice, but top 3 is where you need to be looking. Acciona Sainz, and we've got Andretti and Veloce. It's wide open.
Well, plenty of action out on track, and the countdown to racing has well and truly begun. Of course, the new sporting format ahead of us, 2 chances to win the Desert X Prix title here. Welcome back to Matthias Ekstrom. We're outside Acciona Sainz. No Carlos Sainz this season. He is injured. We wish Carlos all the very best. And welcome back, Matthias. Here you are in the Extreme E paddock. Why have you returned?
No, I think it was very easy. Carlos called me when he got injured in the Dakar rally if I would step in for him. So I said, yeah, first I was like, I'm busy already. And then he was like, hey, that would be nice, please. And then I said, okay, I will come, and also if he's coming supportive, it's also quite nice experience to team up with him and his team.
What's your experience and relationship like with Carlos, but equally now with your new teammate Laia as well?
You know, Laia I know a bit from the first season of Extreme E and also from Dakar. I think she's very talented. She's proven that on the bike in Dakar for many years. And now she's transforming to a race car driver also, and so far she's doing really great, and I have big hopes that we will be competitive all year long.
What do you think makes Extreme E special? You've returned, obviously racing season 1 for App Cooper. You're here once again. Why?
No, I think it's yes, the sport where boys and girls have a fair chance to race, and also to see now how much the girls have improved their level over the years since the first couple of races. So no, I just enjoy racing and enjoy motorsport, and then come to some nice cool places where it's nice and warm.
And very quickly, your ambitions this season?
The day when I don't come racing for winning, I will quit. So it's always the boring same answer.
Well, it's not boring, is it? A win. There you go. Fighting talk from Matthias Ekstrom. Thank you very much. And I'm going to spin round here. Matthias is about to speak to my next interviewee. Molly Taylor from Veloce joins me. Molly, you and Kevin now, an established lineup, obviously top qualifiers in Uruguay as well. I'm sure you're hoping to continue that momentum.
Yeah, for sure. You know, that's a great team, and we have a great feeling, and the car feels great, and we're really enjoying the track too. So, yeah, still a big weekend ahead of us, but keeping our heads down, and so far so good.
Matthias there giving you some trouble. That's the way of it, isn't it?
That's not unusual. That's not unusual.
Yeah, it's the way in the Extreme E paddock. I guess it's what makes the sport special and keeps the both of you coming back for more.
Yeah, for sure. The camaraderie is great. I think that's a common trend across motorsport, but I think, you know, particularly in Extreme E, because, you know, it's such an adventure and everyone's kind of jumping into the unknown together. Everyone spends so much time together as well. So it's like we're all in this little moving circus in these remote parts of the world. So it's a nice community to be a part of. Yeah, we obviously want to be the fastest out on the track, but I think it's such cool, especially for me and many of the other drivers in the field, to, you know, be competing against guys like Matthias and you know, even like Kevin and Timmy and Johan, you know, there's such a great depth of experience. So for us, it's, you know, it's kind of like racing against your heroes as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty incredible paddock to walk up and down, isn't it? Thank you very much, Molly. Best of luck over the course of this weekend and the season ahead as well. Well, that's almost it. We will be racing very, very soon. I'll hand you now to Andrew and Nikki for the final word.
Yeah, all laughs in the paddock, isn't it, until tomorrow when the green light will come on and we're going to go racing for season 3. Very much looking forward to it. Grid play underway, as you can see on the right-hand side of the screen. Nikki Shields, thank you so much for joining us. And first race weekend coming up. Early start tomorrow. We hope to see you then.
Bring it on.